lakad matatag!
And I feel like Execration has
Don't worry, Lina is Lina is
fight.
everything. Lina is team fight.
Points in that 8 Remnants at this stage with none into the Assimilate so far. And that's really started to add up. A couple extra auto attacks here and there.
Bob's gonna almost die to the tower. He didn't anti-aggro the tower in time, and now the snowball. Bob is going to be the first blood.
Bit of a refill, so he'll push the wave and run back home. He's not going to miss too much there, but that's some breathing room there as they're going to force Palos to stop breathing. Zephyr stacks up enough of the Shadow Poison level 2 there to pick him off.
Brutal. I mean, NP is... Yeah, and ideally you find Tino, but instead they have to settle for Shanks, who does have a Shadow Realm.
Oh,
Shanks will be getting out for now. In fact, the onslaught to help him out with nice cogs, and with the snowball, they'll be able to go back inside of them. The Aether, however, catches Yopaj, so they can't continue his onslaught. It's going to be X-Nova instead, who dies as Yopaj commits to get that kill on Shanks. Only support's dying, but a lot of rotations here on the mid laners, and in fact, they want another mid laner still, as Yopaj gets hit by the Aether Remnant, the help from Natsumi from behind. They don't, Bob doesn't want to get stunned out, but he can't really avoid it. The snowball as well into Tino to reposition, but Yopaj is dead. Onslaught's too much damage, and Natsumi, he bit off more than he could chew, getting trampled to death.
For this first item, Witchblade, it would appear, after the phase boot. So lots of armor necessary for him this game. I think that's the right call, and that'll get him online a bit earlier.
It's also the last bit of damage you need to kill these supports like Shadow Demon. Lina even suffers a lot against the Witchblade. Bottom lane, we see an onslaught. Tino almost caught Natsumi, but they do catch him with the Pulverize. Natsumi is getting a little bit of concussion here, trying to finish off Palos, but he is going to die first as FBZ just after Palos has the arena ready. He wants to kill off this Ninja's Prophet, and with the arena, he will catch him. Now the spear to the wall. Magic damage is sufficient. Yopaj gets the double kill.
Especially versus this mechanism.
Yeah, I think the mech is a very big point. And also, of course, the Primal Beast being probably the highest strength again hero.
Yes.
Dethroning Death Centaur.
Very true.
Which was bullshit, by the way, and not deserved.
Okay.
Anyway.
Careful. Top lane, rotation coming through. Bob.
Yeah, Zephyr, I think, is going to die down bottom first, Pulverized, but up top, there's a fight going on, a more important one. We still have the arena, but FBZ doesn't use it in time, and the tower hits will finish him off, together with now the cogs, hoping for X-Nova to retreat, but it's not going to succeed. They kill 2. Surprising. They didn't want to use those ultimates to save themselves. That's coming in here, though. Are there any other TPs? No, FBZ. Okay, now the TPs start coming out, but FBZ using the arena as well, keeping everyone in place. Terrorize will be cancelled, and FBZ just tanked a bunch, didn't die just yet, but with a trample plus the Pulverize, it's going to be a different story.
Here's the response from Boom. They want to get something here, but Yopaj, can he go in?
Shards, okay, they were good, but this is just a little bit too late. Carlo now. They try to go for him. They're terrorized though. Yopaj's a little bit confused where he has to go. He's still feared. Into the brambles he goes. He's gonna get stunned soon. Disruption will save him from that stun. Tina hopes to get that onslaught. It was perfectly calculated. That's gonna be a dead Yopaj as X-Nova finishes off Carlo in the backlines, but he dies for this. The Lina still hasn't joined them. Zephyr is taunted and now killed off by the Wrath of Nick. Is that the best play? I'm not sure.
I wouldn't mind the BKB either. He's actually going to use Pulverize here in the mid lane on a creep wave.
Oh, he's been doing this a lot, actually. Yeah. Very interesting.
And
oh, okay. Palos is just dead.
Wow.
Natsumi responded accordingly. BKB now, he fights against Bob, but the Overgrowth stops his attacks. Natsumi needs to get away from this arena, or perhaps just keep on hitting. Never mind. This Lina can't be killed. They do get her, though, with the Shadow Realm. Shanks of Skier sneaking away. And now the Bedlam dealing a little bit of extra damage as he knows he succeeded his mission. He's just happy to die, but still a great engagement. Boom, as Lina participates in 3 of those. Sports realize they're just the enemy team is running amok in their base right now, or near their base. Yopaj fights back. Tino went a little too far in. We have enough extra damage. He does have Greaves, but the onslaught gets cancelled. And during this whole time, Zephyr has managed to distract the rest of Execration, allowing Boom to get a pretty decent engagement.
Yeah, not bad. BKB in exchange for the life of the offlaner, I'd say, is a pretty well worth trade, especially as it keeps your tier 1 tower in the mid lane alive. Most importantly, I mean, I say finally, of course, because Treant Protector's really been doing his job.
But mid trade. Or, I mean, they're trying to make a trade.
Whoa, by the way, Treant Protector's going to show up to this fight with a full Vlads.
Okay, this is kind of scary. Oh, they're going for Palos straight up. Yopaj, again, a little bit crazy. The arena doesn't get Palos inside of it. They will have to settle for a triple. They're not great. Natsumi in the backline at least kills off Tino. As Carlo dies in the arena. Yes, he does. Maelstrom guarantees that hit. It does give you true strike.
You see the Pikmin, they just jump off. And 2 kills there, though, as Tino falls as well. And this is going to definitely bolster Natsumi, who did not have to use transition into more damage, but later in this stage of the game.
Sure. FPC's considering going for Carlo. especially now that he's de-warding. And that's what he's going to do. They didn't quite spear him far back enough. There's a tree on the way. They just use the Laguna Blade, the help of the mech, and the flash keeping Carlo alive. The snowball to commit to him. They have the Walrus Punch getting close to him. They don't even need the Walrus Punch. In fact, they use it instead against the Primal Beast. Tino suffered a fair amount of damage, but it's going to be FBZ, the offlaner, that dies in this matchup.
Okay, 1-for-1 trade. A really good fight there from Execration, just poking and prodding on the hill, kind of forcing the Snow only way that I think these fights go off correct. Because we've seen time and time again, if Palos is the first to TP in, Boom just know what to do. They need to create some chaos here in these team fights, and this just might be about it. Power Ranger TPs into the trees. They have their target. Tino.
Okay, terrorized to initiate, but he can be on time by Natsumi. Stopped by Overgrowth, but I don't really care. They're going to punish Carlo for going a little bit too far. Bob is capable of getting away. The tower's already down, though, so there's no reason for Execration to continue this fight, especially with Boom taking the outpost now.
I don't know if that Overgrowth caught Natsumi, because he BKB'd before.
A little bit of a madman there. I don't know if you saw that. I saw right into the creep wave. FBZ could have punished it. He chose that it was a little bit too far away. And FBZ that's getting close to that refresher as well. Oh no, Blue! They caught him, turned him into a pig, Light Strike Array. They know what they want. It's the Primal Beast, and Tino will die, getting that last Ags charge off. Both supports are dead as well. Nova died for this, but now they did leash FBZ, could kill him in the process. Will they get the healing off? Disruption getting a little bit more time for FBZ to survive, but unfortunately he does fall. And now in comes Primal Beast yet again. Tino wants to fight this. They already got rid of Yopash. Natsumi going back to the high ground, hoping to keep himself safe, but Natsumi cannot be safe. He's surrounded by a bunch of heroes. Execration now destroying Zephyr.
Palos is going to get a rampage.
There's no chance for Natsumi to get away. Palos gets the rampage. Execration fight back.
Yeah, okay, one thing that...
Yeah, Tino would be a decent target to catch.
Here she goes.
There they go. Hexed up, and that's going to be a dead Tino. Bob wants to fight this,
though. That's a dieback, by the way, on Tino.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Execration let him be the one to fight though aggressively.
Yeah, Palos is immediately cutting waves in the mid lane.
Nice.
And he's not leaving anything to risk. He TVs all the way back into the fountain.
He has no teleport cooldown now.
Ah, that'll do it.
That'll do it. And in fact, this could surprise him. Bob wants to play on this vision they have set here. Natsumi might be the target. They catch the Clockwork first.
Oh, the double stun on the supports.
The double stun will kill both supports in a matter of seconds.
And now Bob?
But now is the support revenge from Boom as Bob, he has to kill X-Nova. Will he die for this? He will not. He had enough charges to get away.
He should be good. Timo.
Go for FBZ. Seems like the easiest target, but he does have the Zedek's cap, which makes it not so easy. Gleipnir now on the Lina, but the Hex caught Bob! And Bob, an arena got built around him, thus destroying him.
They killed that man through Aeon Disc.
Yes, they did. I actually not sure. What was it that dispelled it? Well, that stopped it.
Demonic Purge?
Demonic Purge. Must have been Demonic Purge, yeah. Natsumi has the BKB. Satanic is to be activated. Does. And the Scotty is reducing the heal enough, actually. He's been rooted. He's dead. Now they also caught this poor Tusk. He gets sprouted, leashed, destroyed. FBZ's also been found. Execration. That's the real cleanup crew.
I cannot believe it. It's going to force the buyback. She's about to hit her 30 talent, speaking of, so she'll be flying around the map. But it's Execration. They want to take a fight outside of the base? What?
Okay, Natsumi. I mean, this fight is looking good for now. The Lotus Storm covers Natsumi. There's the Hex. Palos used it, but Disruption tried to save Natsumi for now. Natsumi uses Satanic. Scotty, though, reduces that healing. Their second arena.
The arena
too much healing. No, Natsumi. He tried his best, but eventually he falls to much greater damage from Palos as Zephyr is in a similar position. Constant TPs from Palos. He's not going to let anyone get away. X-Nova got stunned here by the Cursed Crown. There's Bramble Maze around him, and it does seem like X-Nova flew a little bit too close to the sun. He is going to be finished off now. As Execration get another great fight. They do have buybacks on Boom, however.
Yeah, but Execration here with the creep waves. They can look to push Yopaj. Oh, he's going in.
He got leashed. Yopaj. He's still stuck in his own shards, but he does get the Walrus kick off. Palos about to lose his BKB. Now with the Walrus punch sticking him in place. Apollo's everything for him. Hookshot on top of this. Palos cannot get away. He dies. The lead of Laguna play FBZ. That's his chance to try to get revenge, but they lack the damage. Natsumi here as well with FBZ. They're going to kill off Tino. Execration just got buyback back on Palos though.
It's just advantageous for whoever is really getting such a huge advantage with the bounty from Roche with this refresher, double refresher on the Primal Beast. Oh, it's single. Who's he giving it to?
I didn't see. Oh, it's the Willow maybe?
Yeah.
I think it's the Willow. Okay, the spear. They may not be able to kill Palos. Palos might die. It could be a dieback Palos though. However, as the Aegis, so it's still fine. The arena blood, Palos is not stuck inside of it. Palos lasted a fair amount of time. That's the first pulverize we see. Sorry, second pulverize we see. As now they go on Natsumi. Natsumi, he at least it's being helped by the arena. Palos though got rid of the racks during this time. And Tino, he's happy to die as long as the racks go down. Palos still needs one more set of racks just down bottom. Yeah. It's gonna be the range. That trait was not strong enough as Tino onsets himself to safety. Palos though is being chased by a Tusk. He's angry. They water stick him forward, or back, sorry, as Palos has the BKB. Scotty to reduce his healing. The leader though got turned into a pig. And maybe now it's time to kill Natsumi. FBC's already dead. And now Palos gets hit by the Laguna blade. Now turned to a pig. Now turned to half. Natsumi gets hit by a snowball. He might not be dead just yet as Tino hits him one last time. The Edison still buyback on Natsumi. He comes back in. They know they still have the advantage of the carry as Yopaj goes for one last play. He wants Bob. He has the blink dagger ready. They have to set up for the Willow first though as they hex her up and kill her. Execration. They space to run in. He's the Terry Fox of this game, Richie.
Roche is going to be back up in a minute. Lina still going to have buyback on cooldown for 90 seconds following that. Boom, they don't know if Roche is up. They're looking to contest.
He's fighting against Trip Protector.
Here comes Lina.
That's the wrong tree. He didn't do anything to you. Oh, Lina is just going to tear right through him.
Okay.
They know there's Rapier. If they didn't know before.
They definitely know now.
They're just waiting.
About this game, you know what? We'll go ahead and celebrate here. Another longest match. Congratulations, Alvaro. High five. We're doing it again.
All right, let's go, Richie.
Breaking records
nice
this DPC.
Yes. Look at that. Even they know the cameras no longer show emotion here.
And there they go. They're actually now that they hit the record. Now they're allowed to fight. There they go.
Now it's gonna be Zephyr who gets killed off immediately.
In time.
They do push back a pig, but the Clockwork is just out of here. He tries. The Claymore did catch him though. They could finish him off.
Lena's in trouble.
The lead has been pulverized. Blue's too strong. She's got the first life, however. She doesn't buy back as only the first life. They come back with a second one. Natsumi can now hit inside the arena. Natsumi has no BKB in the 8th round and caught her. She's been cleansed, but the pulverize is too strong. He's doing too much. Natsumi meets floor. Goodbye to Yopaj as well.
3 buybacks out from Boom.
That's going to be already 3.
That's 4.
Like you said. Now the buybacks are finally here. That's the 5th death of the fight.
That's a dieback as well there. Yes. That is the 6th death of this fight.
The Divine Raper Palos.
Yep.
One last smoke from Execration.
Another refresher, by the way, this time on the Stream Protector, so he can now definitely overgrowth you. Unless the demonic cleanses are on point, but there is none because Zephyr is dead. In they go.
They've already been rooted as well. They caught the Clockwork, and Clockwork, he can't even go ethereal. They have the
last buyback.
Natsumi's still rooted because of the overgrowth. They hit him with a pulverize. Natsumi,
this is it.
No chance. He's down. FBC will be the last member to survive. Boss Spa, shut up, says.
I mean, Nyx is annoying for like 90% of heroes in Dota. Troll. I mean, it's
a little bit difficult. If Zephyr's saying, hey guys, this is a blink game for me, I want my blink, I think you as a Rubik just have to let him take it.
Very close to dying here. We do have the Whirling Nexus in 3 seconds. The slow, mind you, not even needed. It's getting Natsumi getting the first blood on Shanks. The point is just like, there's absolutely no way I can be useful in this lane except for some harassment. And he might just kill Zephyr by accident. No, Zephyr had a fairy fire the whole time. Paz is running in. He has 20 magic stick charges and mangoes, so he should be able to jump over at Zephyr. He jumps on him and gets the kill.
Okay, well,
that was close to neutral getting. He's only coming with Avalanche Toss and a single level of the tree.
Oh, they want Tino.
Tino gets telekinesis back. They tried to get the Spike Carpus, but it doesn't work. Shanks is now in trouble as he's being body blocked. He still have a throw.
Big body block by Tiny.
Should be able to slow him down, and it's going to be the Fateful instead, which just kills him off.
Execration are going to get the mid rune at the very least. Morana rotating mid, so even a pretty good lead, to be honest. Yeah. Out from the laning stage. They haven't really been able to put that to use on the ganks. Yopaj at least, not with the abilities. Rune is going to be into the bottle of Bob.
So it is a double damage Shanks. Ooh, the Spike Carpus unfortunately was on cooldown. Fateful also surprising him, and that's going to get
set up for something. He's just outside of sentry range here, so he's seen Zephyr go into position, and now Zephyr's going to see him. Oh, Zephyr. Arrow.
I think he should die here. The damage is sufficient with the good coil and the phase shift to avoid the impale. They are going to be using both on this puck. Thanks to the telekinesis, he will die here as Shanks is also got unrooted and killed.
Okay, Execration.
Really?
They say leave the or take the cannoli, leave the gun is the line.
Oh,
after they blast.
I also understand why you would leave the carpet. It's pretty tasty.
He might be in some trouble here. X marks the spot. Yeah, toss in place. Look at the amount of control. No chance to do anything. No torrent even needed.
All right, Execration. You guys don't need to actually force 3 games every series.
Palos. is forced to probably be permanently rooted.
Nice impale, now with the arrow, and the Troll's in trouble for the Avalanche. The counter initiation is good from Zephyr. Unfortunately, Troll's still a bad hero, so he dies immediately. Natsumi's down, Zephyr in trouble, Yopash is joining. He doesn't want to do everything himself, and he realizes he alone cannot beat them. He needs the help of another core, who's unfortunately dead.
Team, they just play from behind so well. Their late game team fight and their calls, they seem just so next level. It's real impressive.
Especially when they're losing.
Especially when they're losing, they just know what to do.
Okay, that was an interesting telekinesis.
Troll's dead for 18, so they're gonna go pretty hard here.
Impale, FBZ, we have a lasso. They're gonna find this poor Visage. That's the Gravekeeper's Cloak being destroyed in a matter of seconds.
Oh yeah, taken down and deleted. He can't wait till he farms up enough money.
That now you have the voice of God to guide you, right?
Of course. Oh, they scout Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin scouts them. FBZ moving, yeah, quite sus.
Shanks. They're going to go for the Troll, sorry, for the Ursa instead. Still has the Enrage.
That appears to be BKB now.
Yep. He's going to try to fight the Troll head on. That's kind of impossible battle trends. Apollos is doing a pretty decent job.
Not bad.
He does end up dying, however. And with this, boom, what else are they going to catch? Carlo, perhaps? Xnova doesn't want to die to a Dream Coil. He still has the Impale. They find Carlo, and that's going to be 2 kills going the way of Boom.
Okay.
And maybe a third one even, as Zephyr finds Bob, tries to toss him back, but Bob uses the creeps to his advantage there.
Yeah, well positioned there by Bob, and he is going to see himself to safety. Thinking about going back in, because he tends to just die immediately after the ultimate, rather than come out with full HP every time.
Yeah, I like that. I think on the Boom side, they could also consider, oh, I see a lasso.
I do.
So, just for the Mirana, though. And the Lotus Orb. Xnova's too quick on telekinesis. Palos and Shanks are near. Still hard. FBZ even jumped on him, trying to cancel that blink.
That reaction time. There's no blink Avo.
Oh, that Spike Carpus did catch FBZ, but that immediate bash onto Palos allows him to retreat as Zephyr uses the Ghost Scepter to not get killed by the familiars here. Impale does catch a Troll. We have a Dream Coil as well. Troll and Yopash are stuck inside, and the familiars start dealing a little bit of damage.
Yes, good. They forced the BKB.
They did, but Tino might die as a result of this. As a nice toss back. In comes the Ursa. Ursa gets sent to the high ground with the Ghost as well, and that's a much better target. Like the battle trends, they do, but he just gets stunned by a Spike Carpus thanks to the Battle Fury. Natsumi wants to keep on hitting, but the Impale, the stuns are too high. His BKB has run out. Natsumi, he needs to fight the Ursa head on, but he just doesn't get a chance. Finally, thanks to the Gonka, he does. And he dies in the middle of it thanks to the Soul Assumption. And the damage from the rest of Execration might just be a little bit too high for them to deal with, as Tino has become the real carry. Going for Xnova next, using the Familiar to give him the vision needed. And they use one last Soul Assumption to get that kill on Xnova. However, Yopash finds the death. He's realizing he shouldn't have fought this. The TP was unsuccessful as 2 bucks hit him right.
Auto attacks here. Ursa trolling them a little bit. It's a still Apollos who's going to be able to grab the Aegis and maybe the +1 onto FBZ.
Yeah,
up to
Shag's
the high ground. Yeah.
Nice use of the Vendetta there. That's going to be FBZ dead. And now I think Execration's leading this game. I mean, it's just like Earthshock or whatever.
Solid.
All right, I guess the push on the Familiars is good enough.
Yeah.
We already have level 15 talent.
You can see how close he has to stand to them, though. They did actually quite heavily nerf the Gravekeeper's Cloak range, for good reason, because the push before was a little too easy. In they go, though.
Yep, that's the Ursa, but he has Enrage and the H and the BKB, so it's a hard kill.
Oh, the arrow!
They realize Troll might not be that strong. That's why he might just die. Battle Trends, BKB as well, and this is the counterattack from Natsumi. This is going to work. Palos already lost his first life. Natsumi now going ham, can't control his hero, finally going back, but gets hit by the Impale. 2-man Impale yet again. They do bring the Ursa back thanks to the tidal wave as Palos gets Lotus Orb. Should be saved for now, but they do hit him with the X marks the spot. Can this continue the fight for Boom? No, the Torrent doesn't even connect.
Execration, they need to get back.
Zephyr? Zephyr? I don't know about this one, Zephyr. He got hit by the arrow. Zephyr's dead. That tossback didn't even work. He's not getting back. He's going forward. He wants to kill Yopash. He's being sent even further forward by the tidal wave. That's not going to help at all. Xnova's also dead. Natsumi could do nothing, only watch his teammates die. Shanks almost got the Spike Garapachi stun there on the whirling axis.
Didn't quite find it. First lane of barracks to lead a top lane. Boom, and I think the Troll was back in Fountain healing. And it was like just this awkward thing, like, well, we don't do any damage, you don't do any damage, we're just going to try and leave. Execration got drawn back into a fight, but it looked really good for them as Ursa did just blink up here.
Yeah, Palos was a little bit off.
Got off the Enrage.
He did get off the Enrage, and in fact, he is forced to fight back because of the roots. Palos realizes not the best to fight, though. Dream Coil, going for the Rubik. They did break that coil. That's a beautiful Impale. Plus the Spike Carpus gains the banner. 2 supports are dead. Blown up as FBZ still stunned. There's the Ghost Shift to give him the extra movement speed and a little bit of damage reduction, but it's not going to help to save FBZ. One more hit and FBZ's down. Come on, Palos, just jump on him. It's going to be the Mirana instead who takes him down as Yopash is trying to get rid of this pesky cock cockroach. But as you know, water does not drown them, it's fire, and they have none of it. So Yopaj will also fall.
Really, really good job by Shanks. No TP potential there because links forward with the Yules. Oh no.
And Pale setup is perfect. The tidal wave though, maybe not that perfect. Hey, Shanks actually went a little bit too far forward.
He did, and just barely there. Stolen Impale as well from X-Nova, making a little bit of a difference there. And the 4 staff, of course, being put to very, very good use on X-Nova.
What is Bob? He is sending those threatening illusory orbs. The moment he joins to them, the supports might just die to Bob alone. But he's waiting for an invaluable rune instead. Wait for Shanks as well. He's been kind of an anti-troll. Oh, they found an illusion. That is...
Could be a counter initiation.
Yes, it could be. There's a Dream Coil. Tidal Wave will not hit him. As the Abyssal Blade does find FBZ. He's forced to use his BKB. FBZ at least survives for now. X-Nova will not be so lucky.
Yes, bye. And now Execration with vision advantage here on the cliff.
Yes, they do. Natsumi being chased out. They want to force his battle trance. Can Bob do so? Oh, tidal wave. Makes it difficult for Bob. There's the Hex as well. Yopaj gets away with the Ogre Seal Totem. But look at Palos go. He's not afraid of Natsumi. They forced the BKB already. And Bob, he's committing to this. He wants the high five. Natsumi, high five him. But they just send him back to his base. In fact, Bob,
really incredible stuff. And this is just going to be megas.
It is so simple, so easy, yet so effective. Yopaj finally goes in. They have the Hex. They want to get rid of Bob first, but Bob gets the phase shift off in time. Natsumi is now in trouble. He's enough. He's forced to use the battle trance, and immediately he gets stunned. They get silenced as well. The bonks. Natsumi is not hitting the spike carpet. Natsumi's been stunned for longer than he's been not stunned this game. GG is called. We didn't quite get a 25-minute game, but you know, it was.